New York parents are begging for help in getting infant formula. So the situation is dire there, like many places across the country. So I have some audio that I want you to listen to. Empty shelves. This is really scary. And worried parents. A couple stores we've been in, we have not had it, and we've had to go to the next location. They are looking for baby formula and not finding it, at least not easily. I'm myself am down to one can of formula. At the end of April, nearly 40% of popular baby formulas were sold out across the U.S. That's up from 31% 2 weeks before. The shortage is getting worse. This is a pain in the butt to find. Baby formula, like many things, has been affected by supply chain issues. Making it worse, the Abbott Nutrition plant in Sturgis, Michigan, one of the largest in the country, has been shuttered for months. The company issued a voluntary recall of multiple powder baby formulas in February and halted production. The FDA is investigating conditions at the factory. All right. So, as you can see, the situation is going to get worse, and these stories are going to keep coming out, because this is such a big thing. There's a lot of people in the country right now with babies, and it's also baby diapers, and in some locations, baby food. It's just getting completely outrageous. So the situation is dire, and a lot of new parents in New York are asking for help. They are looking at empty shelves, and it's getting worse each and every week. And for nearly 3 months in a row, the baby formula market has been crippled due to recalls and shortages. So, of course, they're all saying the same thing, and I know some of y'all say breastfeed, but, all women cannot breastfeed. Some women, their bodies just don't produce enough milk to breastfeed. And I've had a couple of my people in my family that happened to. So some women have no problem. They produce all kinds of breast milk, but that's not everybody. Not everybody. Okay, so Abbott Nutrition did not respond for comment from the Post Tuesday, but in a statement issued last month, the firm said it was working with the FDA to restart operations in Michigan. We continue to make progress on corrective actions and will be implementing additional actions as we work towards addressing items related to the recent recall, the company said at the time. Meanwhile, Big Apple stores are struggling to keep the crucial products in stock as parents scramble to feed their babies. You know what I think is a shame? These doctors, and this is really a lot of doctors, have convinced these parents they have to have this formula. But how did people survive without the formula? These formulas did not all, they weren't even around when I was a kid. Nobody ever heard of no Similac and Enfamil and all that. And the seniors, even older than me, Gerbers and all that stuff was not on no shelf when they were born. And it just, I don't know, it's just kind of baffling to me listening to some of these parents, like, there is nothing else they can give their baby. There's nothing else on this earth they can give their baby other than this formula. I'm just saying. Okay, so at Cruise Garden CVS in Queens, only a total of about a dozen cans of baby formula was for sale Tuesday. To support as many customers as possible, there is a maximum of 3 units per customer. So they are rationing it. This is what the sign said hanging at the shelf. Um, we do not have a lot, the worker told the Post. At the CVS in Forest Hills, the manager acknowledged every CVS has a shortage company wide. One Queens resident said that she had a hard time finding formula for her 3-month-old son. It's scary because I breastfed, but it's not enough to feed him. See, that's a problem with a lot of women that, and it may not be problems with your women or people around you, but it is a problem for some women. All right. What if he doesn't have enough food or enough backup and I'm not able to produce much? It's very concerning. Crossing my fingers and waiting for him to speed up in his growth so that I can feed him actual food. Concerned over the shortage extend beyond the city. I can't believe the stress this is causing. It's crazy. So you get to the store and there's nothing on the shelves. I went to Target recently and there was nothing. It's scary. I find myself going from store to store to store. Okay. So the National WIC Association, which helps advocate for moms struggling to make ends meet, told the Post each day that this crisis continues. Parents grow more anxious and desperate to find what they need to feed their infants. The unprecedented scope of this infant formula recall has serious consequences for babies and new parents. See, when there are shortages this severe, this is when your politicians need to open their mouth and work for the people. You don't hear them talking about these food shortages out here. They're so focused on Ukraine. There are so many very serious issues that are going on in the country right now, and they're not even talking about it. See, bare shelves, Biden failed policies have created a panic for families by failing to address a baby formula shortage. He should really be addressing all of the shortages that are going on right now. And there are many. There are many. Hardworking parents are already paying the price for Biden's inflation and supply chain crisis. They can't wait weeks for formula. New York City Health and Hospitals, the agency which runs the public health the public hospitals and clinics, told the Post Tuesday that none of its facilities are experiencing a formula shortage. So, I mean, I don't know what parents are going to do in New York. I don't even know what parents are going to do in any state at this point. But I know the inflation, a lot of people blame Biden. I'm one of them. You see, all of this is going on out here, and you're not even talking about what you can do to remedy the situation. And all we're seeing is you forking over more money out of this country when that money could be used to get people back to work. It can be used to help the citizens through inflation. It could be helping with the supply chain issue. And it just tells you right here the politicians, they work for big corporations or whoever they get money from and neglect the rest of the public. And many of these folks that are out of formula are voters in America. And they are literally not doing anything to remedy this situation. But they will tell you, well, the supply chain, stuff are backed up at the docks. And people are tired of hearing that. When they see less and less products on the shelf and you keep giving the same sermon over and over and over, they don't want to hear it after a while. And it just goes to show you it doesn't matter if you're on the right or left. Politicians ain't worth crap. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.